Welcome to International Securities Exchange's podcast series. Facilitated by renowned educators, ISE podcasts are intended to teach beginning as well as seasoned investors the ins and outs of trading. To find an updated list of podcasts, please visit www.ise.com/podcasts. Please be sure to listen to our important message following this episode regarding the risks of investing in exchange-traded options.
Let's see, we have time for one or two more. John, do you?
Go ahead, Steve. For you and this audience, one or two more.
Thanks.
Again, my flight leaves at noon tomorrow, though.
David says, please, could you confirm which book contains the candlestick percentages?
That was the candlestick, the one with my photo on it, candlesticks and pivot point trading triggers.
Thank you. Another question is, how can you identify the sellers or buyers pressure in a candlestick? Sometimes there are some bullish candles with, just sort of scrolled, with selling pressure and vice versa. So it will be difficult to predict the next candle. Obviously, you're not always going to be able to predict the next candle, but John, I'm going to leave it to you. Sorry.
Well, I'm not sure I understand the question, but, that's what stops are for. When we see under conditions, I can't predict what the reaction of the market is. In other words, I might see a perfect setup, a high probability, which means it has a strong history of success. It might be a $50 winner. It could be a $15,000 winner. I don't know what that signal is going to generate for me. When I get into the trade, as we talked about with a high close doji, where you buy on the open or the close of the next session, I put my stop below the pivot support or the low of that doji. That's what I discussed. That was a setup. That was my risk parameter, and then I'm looking for the market to potentially get up to that pivot resistance. And that's what I said, that, I might change my opinion. The market may blast right through that pivot resistance. It may not quite get there, but I have to monitor the trade. I can't predict what the next candle is going to look like. I can just say, listen, this is a high probability trade. The further the market came down, the bigger the maybe reaction to the upside might be. And so therefore, it is important to monitor your position when trading. I mean, if you're doing this on a week-to-week basis, you want to look at your trades intra-week or at the end of every day. If you're day trading, you want to look at what the bars are, the conclusion of each bar. And then what we do is trail our stops or adjust our position.
Perfect. Let's see if we can get one last question.
I mean, there's an alternative, too. You could flip coins, but I prefer my way.
Yeah, I like your way also.
They have those cubes. I always get them at Christmas. Everyone sends them to me during the holidays as a gift, as if I've never seen them before. But someone sent me a really nice one, not to brag, but I have to open it up. It's from Tiffany & Company. It's a solid sterling silver cube for trading. It says buy, sell, hold, pray. So you got those choices. I don't really use the dice that often, but you have that method as well.
One last question. What about different time frames, John? Someone that's day trading versus someone that's looking for a swing trade or a longer-term trade, whatever. Can you use the pivots for different time frames?
Well, yeah, I think I illustrated the different time frames. You could use for daily, you could use 5-minute, 15, 1-hour bars.
Gotcha.
For swing trading, you can use weekly and monthly pivots.
Perfect. All right, John, why don't we wrap it up? I just want to give you a moment to have a closing comment. I want to remind everyone to please go to National Futures, www.nationalfutures.com. John has tons of stuff there. In fact, his pivot points are there. Please go and visit his website. John will be in Vegas. Of course, if you want to fly out to London, John, is that a public event or not?
Well, in London, it's a trade station event. So,
okay,
interestingly enough, we'll be talking about, let's say London, the British pound. So we'll be talking a little bit about the British pound. and It's kind of interesting because I'll probably give the same market analysis that I just did, unless the pound runs, to 142 tomorrow. So then we'll change our outlook.
All right, John. Why don't you just take a moment for closing comments, and then we'll wrap it up.
Folks, thank you very much for listening. Hopefully you found at least insight to that and also a little bit better understanding of the kind of the work and the research today and what the thought process is that I do that goes into a trade. Not every trade's a winner by any stretch of the imagination. And, we all look to, by the end of the year, have our winning trades outweigh the losers. Risk management is very important. Pivots and the topics that I touched on today with you, and I mean, we just scratched the surface, but these are the techniques that I use day in and day out. I mean, I've used and probably been introduced to, I couldn't tell you how many different indicators and different styles and methods, and this is the one that seems to fit me, and that's the message I have to give you. You have to find a style that fits you, that you have confidence in, because confidence and then consistency, that's what breeds success. By doing trades and getting in and getting out and getting and having consistency of trading, that's what breeds success in this business as a trader. So with that said, if you want to find out more information about me, nationalfutures.com, you're free to go around the website. There's a lot of really neat articles that I've written in there that you can find. If you don't have to fill out your name or email or give us your firstborn unless you want to. And if you want to try out some of the stuff that I do for my research and my advisory service, feel free to fill out the Ask Me question that says send me some more information. Other than that, everyone, have a great trading month. Thank you all very much. Steve, thank you very much. And on behalf of ISE, thank you for allowing to present my work.
John, again, safe travels, and again, it's great to have you. So can't wait for you to come back in, I guess it's a month or so. Please travel safe. June 29th, we have Jason Ayers with us. Jason will be talking about surviving the volatility drought. And on July 7th, Dan Passarelli, he'll be talking about creating your trading plan with FX options. And he's written some books about the option Greek. So you can follow us on June 29th with Jason Ayers and Dan Passarelli on July 7th. This is Steve Meisinger, your host, wishing you a safe and happy trading day. Again, thanks, John Person. Really appreciated the information. You always give us a lot of insight in the market.
Sorry to interrupt. I just fast-forwarded a couple slides for you so everyone can see what you were talking about. These are the dates for the next speakers and their topics. Okay?
Thank you, John. Thank you. Really appreciate it. And John is going to be back real soon giving another presentation on August 10th. So please put that on your Outlook or however you follow your calendar.
I think
John
we'll
will be
change
back.
Candles and pivot strategies, but we'll maybe do another, review how we, what the markets did and where we're going. All right?
We'll do something like that, John. Thanks again. Travel safe. I want to wish everyone
everyone
a safe and happy trading day tomorrow. Take care.
Excellent.
On behalf of the IC, this is Steve Meisinger wishing you a good night. Take care, John.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. To find more podcasts on options, stocks, alternative markets, and market data, please visit www.ise.com/podcasts.